Good evening, travelers of the midnight frequencies, and welcome to the Cosmic Radio Podcast. I'm your host, Asher Knight, and tonight we venture beyond the veil of accepted history into a land of dust, myth, and bones. There are legends whispered in the dry heat of the Nevada sun, stories of colossal beings, red-haired and monstrous, who once roamed the valleys and caves before time was measured. Some say they were gods, others demons, and a few believe they never left at all. Tonight we ask the question, who were the red-haired giants of the desert? Could they be connected to the Anunnaki, the godlike visitors of Mesopotamian lore? Were they real, or is this all just cleverly buried folklore? Or was something, or someone, buried with it? Let's dig in, the legends of the red-haired giants. Long before concrete highways and neon casinos, the land we now call Nevada belonged to the Paiute people, Native Americans with deep roots and oral traditions passed down for centuries. Among those stories was a tale of the Siteka, described as a savage red-haired race of giant humanoids who lived in caves, terrorized local tribes, and were eventually driven to extinction in a fiery siege. The Paiute story is clear. These giants were not simply tall humans, they were cannibalistic, powerful, and alien in behavior. The tribe say they cornered them inside a cave and set a fire at the mouth, trapping and killing the last of the red-haired giants. That cave is known today as Lovelock Cave, and that's where things get strange. What was found in Lovelock Cave? In the early 20th century, guano miners working in Lovelock Cave began unearthing something unexpected, not just ancient tools, but enormous human bones, shoes measuring 15 inches, skeletal remains with cranial shapes unlike anything seen in modern man. Some of the skulls had red hair, not brown, not sandy, but distinctly auburn. Though hair pigment can change over time, local stories claim these were the remains of the very giants the Paiutes feared. In 1911, archaeologists confirmed that artifacts found in Lovelock Cave were real, but the larger-than-human bones. They were quietly removed, lost, or dismissed, and the official story became, nothing to see here. Enter the Anunnaki. So where do the Anunnaki come in? Let's shift the lens east, far east, to ancient Mesopotamia. The Sumerians spoke of the Anunnaki, powerful god beings from the sky who descended to Earth. They were tall, commanding, and often depicted with strange non-human features. They created man, or so the myth goes, as a worker race. Now compare that to what we hear in Native American myth, red-haired godlike beings who dominated the land. Coincidence or shared memory? Researchers like Zecharia Sitchin propose that the Anunnaki weren't just gods, but ancient astronauts, extraterrestrials who seeded human life and ruled early civilizations. Could these giants have crossed the oceans, influencing myths across continents? Or could the Anunnaki and the desert giants be one and the same? There's a theory that the Anunnaki had containers, human bodies they used to walk among us. Could the red-haired giants have been failed vessels, hybrid experiments, a splinter group banished to Earth's more remote deserts? Skeletons' secrets in the Smithsonian. Here's where the trail turns dusty and suspicious. There have long been rumors that the Smithsonian Institution confiscated oversized human bones from archaeological digs across North America. Letters exist, dating back to the 1800s, in which amateur archaeologists describe finding skeletons up to 9 feet tall, only for those remains to vanish into government archives. One legend claims a 12-foot skeleton was unearthed in the Santa Cruz Mountains of California and promptly taken away by agents in black. Another story says giant skulls with double rows of teeth were found in the Midwest and quietly removed from the public eye. Are these stories paranoid hoaxes or a coordinated suppression of a historical truth that doesn't fit our textbooks? Even today, attempts to analyze certain anomalous bones have been blocked, mislabeled, or buried in bureaucratic red tape. What don't they want us to know? The blueprint theory and the seed code. Some believe that the red-haired giants, whether Anunnaki or something else, carried a form of genetic knowledge, a seed code. The idea is this: certain ancient beings were not biological in the way we are. They were repositories, living blueprints designed to preserve a species' origin code. If humanity were ever to fall, these beings, or their bones, could serve as the master copy for regeneration. It sounds like science fiction until you look at the way DNA can now be synthesized, manipulated, or even stored in crystal. Could Lovelock Cave be a vault, a graveyard of seed carriers? Were these giants protectors of something ancient, or failures of an abandoned experiment? Where are they now? Here's the question that lingers, like a shadow in the cave. If these red-haired giants were real, where did they go? Are they all gone? Or sleeping beneath the desert, entombed in glass caskets? Are they waiting to be awakened by seismic activity, or by us? And if they were not human, or not entirely human, would we even recognize them today? The wind still whispers. Tonight we've explored the dusty vaults of time, from Paiute legend to Mesopotamian gods, from Smithsonian secrets to the seed codes of forgotten DNA. The mystery of the red-haired desert giants endures. Are they mere folklore, or suppressed evidence of a forgotten chapter in human history? You decide. I'm Asher Knight, and this has been the Cosmic Radio Podcast. Keep your eyes on the horizon, and your ears tuned to the frequencies between science and myth. Because out here, in the shadows of the stars, not everything buried stays dead. Outro music rises, eerie synths and desert wind fade to silence,